Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to work with another very instructive endgame. This one is king and pawn versus king and pawn. White plays here and wins. This one is again a little tough, so don't feel bad if you can't find the whole solution here. Just try to calculate a little and find some interesting ideas. But again, it's a complicated endgame. It takes some accurate calculation, so probably you would like to see the first move and then try to calculate after that, well, as you prefer. So white plays and white wins. Think and see you in a while. Okay, the right move, and the only way to win this endgame is by playing in the first move king d4. The idea is that black king is getting into the square of this pawn very quickly, and we want to avoid that. Notice that we cannot play in the first move something like f4, because then black will play king b5, getting into the square of white pawn, and in that way they are getting a draw. Remember, white king cannot do too much over here because black also has a pawn, so probably white king will have to take care of that pawn as black king comes over here, and this is going to be a draw without too many problems for black. So in the first move we need to play king d4, but here black has some interesting options. They can still continue with the idea of getting into the square of the pawn, or they can just try to advance the pawn. So let's see what happens after king b5. Well, in this position we just continue playing king d5. This is what Dvoretsky calls shouldering in his books. The idea is that our king is going to push the other king with the shoulder, to say it in some way, and avoiding black king to continue advancing. So this is very annoying. Probably black king will have to play something like king a6, but then there will be a way to win, because even if black king gets into the square of this pawn in some way, we are going to make sure that if that happens, black king will stay in a bad position where we will be able to promote and give a check at the same time. Okay, let's see. f4 is the next move, and then black can play king b7. Then we continue f5, black can play king c7, and then we have this move, king e6. Black can still play king d8, but then we will play king f7. In some way this is what black wants, because they wanted our king to be in the middle of the way, blocking our own pawn, and in that way white will lose the tempo, moving the king away. But at the same time, this is also what white wants, because notice that black king is in the ace rank. So now when we promote, we will have a check. So let's see, b5, f6, b4, and then we move the king away to g7, and then after b3, and then we promote with check, as we said, and in this way white wins the endgame. So in this line, after king d4, king b5 is not really working too much, because then king d5 shouldering, and then we advance, we force black king to go to the ace rank, and then there will be a pawn race where we will promote with check. The other line is when after king d4 black decides to advance as fast as possible the pawn. So we will be analyzing now b5. Then we will just play f4, black will play b4, then we continue with f5, and then black can play b3. As you can see, black pawn is already in his 6th rank, as our pawn is still in the 5th, is going to go to the 6th right now. So if nothing special happens, black pawn will promote first, and then this should be a draw. But fortunately there is a very subtle move for white here, and that move is going to be king c3. So black will have to play king a3 here to continue supporting black pawn, but this is what we want, because now when we promote, the king is in the line, in the diagonal, and we will be promoting with check. So right now we continue with f6. Black can play b2. Black is promoting first anyway, but you will see that we will have the initiative, and we will have so many good possibilities with our king very active, and this is going to be enough to win. Here b7, promotion, promotion with check. Black king has two options, a4 on a2, but after a2 we have queen a8 mate. So let's see, king a4, and then we have check, skewer here, taking black queen, and then we win the endgame. So after king d4, if black plays b5, the way to win is just accepting the challenge of the pawn's race, but playing some very subtle move in the right moment. So we just continue advancing, but now we force black king to go to a3, and then we promote with check, and our king is very active, creating some good threats over there, and we get black queen after this forced sequence. So this is the video I wanted to show you today. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you think the video and the endgame were good, give me likes so I can see it, and I will keep it in mind for the next videos. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care and see you in the next.